this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. We are here at Crew of Tees in Bossier City, Louisiana. And, this is the third Christmas episode, and I made a Comic Hero themed Christmas tee. This is the third one. Of course, there's the baby Jesus, and right there is the bright morning star. And y'all probably noticing that I'm also wearing a Neville hat. And the reason I am is because I witnessed them win another state championship in their class, which is Class 4A. They beat 8 in the car, 45-36 in New Orleans. I was just in New Orleans this weekend. I had a great time, ate great food and all that. But go Neville! All right, how about we give away a free prize? All right, now here's the question for the week. Here's the question I asked in last week's episode. Where did I do episode 3 of the Comic Hero Show? Now, I gave a hint, and the hint was it is a local establishment in Monroe. Only 2 people answered. Now, come on, folks. More than 2 people. Anyone can answer. You can only if one person answers it just once. And of course, if you answer correctly, your name goes in this bag, and I'll draw the name. Now, two people answered correctly, and that's Brian Ferguson from Wake Forest, North Carolina, and Joe Stokes from Monroe, Louisiana. The answer to the question is the Fieldhouse Bar and Grill, which is owned by Joey Trappe. Now, the reason that I did it there was because the ULM Sound of Today was performing to show their appreciation for Joey Trappe, doing a fundraiser for the Sound of Today. And so we not only did we play up there, we also ate, and I did my show there. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw the name. Now keep in mind, it's 2 people: Joe Stokes from West Monroe, Louisiana, and Brian Ferguson from Wake Forest, North Carolina. And the winner of the free Comic Hero tee is Brian Ferguson from Wake Forest, North Carolina. So congratulations, Brian. Now, here's the question for this week's episode. True or false? Be safe, be blessed, be a hero have been the parting words for the Comic Hero Show since the very first episode. Again, that's a true or false question. So, all my Facebook friends, all my friends that are watching the link on my Facebook page, you can go ahead and you can either message me or post down below in the comments section, or if you have my phone number, you can text it to me. If you're watching this from YouTube, you can post down below. If you're watching this from Twitter or Twitter, Instagram, or Tumblr, you can also comment down below as well. And I will repeat the question again later on in the show. Now, a good friend Bill Scarborough from North Monroe has requested a DC versus Marvel fight that I think y'all are really going to enjoy. This one is going to be quite vampiric and demonic. On the DC side, we have Etrigan the Demon. On the Marvel side, we have Blade. These 2 are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call DC versus Marvel. Hulk! Smash! Welcome to DC vs. Marvel. Today is Etrigan the Demon vs. Blade. Etrigan possesses superhuman physical attributes, extrasensory powers, and regenerative healing factor. He's an expert in Malfeasium, precognition, telepathy, and can project flames of mystical hellfire. Blade is a mystical martial artist, skilled swordsman, street fighter, and marksman. He's highly knowledgeable about vampire lore. He possesses superhuman strength, speed, agility, and stamina, enhanced senses, accelerated healing factor, immunity to the bites of vampires and vampire hypnosis, slowed aging, use of throwing knives, and the ability to sense supernatural creatures. Who would win? This would be fast and furious, and annoying. Etrigan has a tendency of talking and rhyming too much. Blade would ask, "Do you ever shut up?" Etrigan would say, "I do not stop talking, this is true. I am about to destroy you. Blade would reply by saying, you'd be a worse rapper than PM Dawn. Etrigan would say, I do not know who you are talking about, but I am going to rip your spine out. Etrigan's brawn and flames of mystical hellfire are no match for Blade's superhuman speed. The latter ends it by stabbing the former in the heart, causing him to revert back to his original Jason Blood form, and dies. Blade wins, and that concludes this DC vs. Marvel fight. Well, I hope you enjoyed the DC vs. Marvel segment, and I'll have another one that Bill Scarborough requested for next week. All right, up next is Comically Speaking, so without further ado, let's talk comics! All right, there's going to be two things we're going to be talking about in the Comically Speaking segment for this week. The first thing is that I just found out a week ago that there's going to be an Iron Fist series coming to Netflix. That's right, folks. Joining Daredevil and Marvel's Jessica Jones is Iron Fist, and the actor that's going to be playing the role of both Danny Rand and Iron Fist is Scott Buck. Now, Scott Buck has been a cast member on Dexter, and he produced 6 Feet Under, and he will. And he'll be playing the Chi Master, Iron Fist. And one thing that I'm really looking forward to this is because we all know there is going to be a crossover with both Jessica Jones and Daredevil. I mean to say that is stating the obvious, folks. I mean, Netflix has delivered with the two, with Daredevil and Jessica Jones, and it's going to deliver again with this. I just know it is. Alright, the second thing I want to talk about, Star Wars The Force Awakens. It comes out in theaters this Friday, and I am so going to see that. This takes place, I think, about 30 years after Return of the Jedi. And they're going to have some characters from the previous Star Wars series. There's going to be Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia. We may even see C-3PO and R2-D2. There's going to be some new characters, like Kylo Ren, played by John Boyega. I'm really looking forward to that. I think, oh man, I can't say I'm looking forward to that. I can't say that enough. Folks have been. This is probably going to be one of the most anticipated Star Wars films to ever come out since the first one came out back in '77. And then I wasn't even around then. But anyway, even if you don't follow Star Wars, you need to go out and see this. And also, if you don't, you may want to watch the first 6 before you go to see this one. Just saying. All right, that's it for Comically Speaking. By the way, if you have any questions for the Any Questions segment, which wasn't done in this episode, contact info is down there. Now then, let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
Oh, and by the way, folks, the free prize for next week is going to be a copy of the Totally Awesome Hulk #1. All right, first up is Batman and Robin Eternal #10. This series is getting even more and more interesting, to say the least. Mother, here's the thing. Grayson, along with, Dick Grayson, along with Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Bluebird, whose real name is Harper Row, and the mysterious Cassandra Cain all travel to Prague to track down Mother. And then we also find out some stuff that happened while Bruce Wayne was still Batman, and his first encounter with Mother and all that. And this is a continuation of that. This is a great series, folks. I can't describe how awesome this is. All right, speaking of Batman, next up is Batman #47. Now, this is not Bruce Wayne. This is actually Jim Gordon. or former Commissioner Jim Gordon, if you will. He's the new Batman. When he's just like going up against regular guys, you know, he just wears a bat suit. But if he's like going up against these big, powerful guys, he usually gets into this bat armor. And we also find out that Bruce Wayne lost all memory of his lost his memory, and he has no recollection of when his parents were murdered or when he became Batman. So, in other words, he's pretty much living a normal life. All right, next up is Detective Comics number 47. This is a tie-in to the Robin War story arc that's going on in most of the Batman books, and it has to do when one of the Robins is murdered, and then Damian Wayne finds out that now, when he finds out about that, and the fact that, well, not just when a Robin is murdered, but the fact that there have been folks going around being young people going around as Robin, he is not happy. And next up is Grayson number 15. This is part 2 of the Robin War story arc, and this picks up where Robin War number 1 leaves off. And Grayson, you know, Dick Grayson has his own book. Well, he did before it was Nightwing, but then when he pretty much faked his death in the Forever Evil miniseries that was in DC last year, and he's now a super spy. And then next up is, oh, by the way, it's Detective Comics number 47 wasn't a tie-in. It's actually part 3 to Robin War. But next up is Red Hood Arsenal number 7. This is Jason Todd and Jason. This is Jason Todd's book, and also God, I forgot that guy's name. Arsenal's book. The name will come to me real soon. But this is their book, and this is also a tie-in to Robin War. All right, next up is The Amazing Spider-Man number 4. Now, what happened in the last issue was that Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, who is now a member of the Inhumans and an Avenger, confronted Spider-Man for making making the Baxter Building into Parker Industries without the permission of him or the Thing, and he was not happy. And this one continues the new direction of Spider-Man. It's an awesome book, folks, and I can't wait to read this. All right, next up is Guardians of the Galaxy number 3. Now, this is a different line, well, a slightly different lineup of Guardians of the Galaxy. Peter Quill is no longer Star-Lord because he is now the ruler of Spartax after his father was ousted. And the new Star-Lord happens to be his fiancée, Kitty Pryde. And they also have a new member, the Thing. That's right. The ever-loving, blue-eyed Thing, Benjamin J. Grimm, is now a member of the Guardians. And it's still like his book is still crazy good, and I can't wait to read this issue. Oh, and by the way, they also get an old member back, and that member is Gamora, the most dangerous woman in the universe. All right, next up is Secret Wars number 8. Now, I just read number 7, and in this one, the Mr. Fantastic and all the other displaced Marvel characters from the previous Marvel universe have come in contact with Valeria and Franklin in their quest to stop Doom, and his kids looked at him like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm your dad." He said, "No, you're not. Dr. Doom is our dad." Oh, and also the Thing breaks out of his prison on Castle Doom. And then finally, Star Wars Annual number 1. Now this features Lord Sidious, or formerly known as Emperor Palpatine. And Yeah. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not a bought, which brings the total number of comics I bought since December of 1997 to 7,075. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and words just can't describe how much I love doing this web series. I just enjoy it, and I hope y'all enjoy too. A few acknowledgments before I go. My friend, first off, I just want to congratulate my friend Jessica Anders. Now she's Jessica Stampley. She just got married on Saturday, and congratulations to you and Shelby, and I just wish you absolutely nothing but the best. And also congratulations to my two friends, Scotty LeCompte and Christy LeCompte. This weekend they celebrated their 1-year anniversary, so congratulations, and hopefully, no pressure. Hopefully y'all can sprout out a few little comic heroes for me. All right, now, before I go, I'm going to go ahead and ask the question one more time. True or false? Be safe, be blessed, be a hero has been has been my parting words since the very first episode of the Comic Hero Show. That is a true or false question. Please answer that, folks. All right, and anyway, I'm Victor Nunley. I'm the Comic Hero. I'm about to pay for these books. I'll see y'all next week right back here at Crew of Tees for episode 94. So till then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and once again, congratulations to the Neville Tigers. Thanks for watching.